All right, welcome back, everyone. We're ready for another deep dive. And this one is going to be really far out there.
Literally.
Haha, yeah, literally far out there.
Yeah.
So we are going to be talking about alien civilizations,
Okay.
really trying to push the boundaries of
Mm.
how we think about advanced civilizations and how we look for them.
Awesome.
The jumping off point for today's deep dive is an article called Understanding the Kardashev Scale and the Search for Extraterrestrial Life.
Great article.
It is, and it really kind of got the gears turning, and we're going to unpack all that today, and really see what we can come up with here.
That's good.
So anyone who's into this kind of stuff probably already has at least a passing familiarity with the Kardashev scale,
Yeah.
which, as you know, categorizes civilizations based on basically how much energy they can use.
Right. It's like a cosmic power meter
Exactly, cosmic power meter.
measuring a civilization's energy consumption.
Exactly, and it starts out, pretty basic
Yeah.
with what they call type 1,
Yeah. Type 1 is all about harnessing the energy of your home planet.
your home planet. So,
Every last drop of it.
right, wind, solar, geothermal, you name it, they've figured it out.
Yeah. Total mastery of their own world's energy.
And believe it or not, we're not even a type 1 civilization yet.
Not even close. We're still like toddlers in energy terms.
Yeah, I think the article said we're at like 0.02%.
Yeah. Something like that. Still a long way to go.
But as you go up the scale, things get really, really interesting.
Oh, yeah. Things get wild.
Type 2 civilizations, now they're the ones who've figured out how to harness the entire energy output of their star.
That's where you get those Dyson sphere concepts.
The Dyson spheres, yeah, everyone's favorite megastructure.
Encapsulating a whole star, harvesting all that energy. Pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah, and then it just keeps going from there,
Oh, yeah.
Type 3 is basically a galactic civilization.
They've graduated to controlling the energy of their entire galaxy.
The entire galaxy, it's hard to even imagine.
Thousands, millions of stars under their control.
Yeah, I mean, that's like beyond comprehension almost.
And there's even some talk of Type 4 civilizations.
Type 4, yeah.
That's where things get really theoretical.
Yeah, we're talking about harnessing the energy of the entire universe.
The entire universe, bending space and time, stuff that's even hard for physicists to wrap their heads around.
Yeah, it's really hard to even fathom what that would look like.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that I thought was so interesting about the article. It kind of takes a step back from the Kardashev scale and challenges this assumption that advanced civilizations would always follow this kind of slow and steady approach to energy,
Right, this idea of gradually building up from planet to star to galaxy.
Yeah, like the Dyson sphere is often presented as like the pinnacle of a type 2 civilization.
This massive construction project taking who knows how long to build.
Right, but what if there are faster and even more dramatic ways to get that kind of energy?
That's what the article was getting at, right?
Yeah, and it talked about some pretty wild possibilities.
Wild is an understatement.
Yeah, so what were some of the alternatives that they talked about?
Well, one that really blew my mind was the idea that a civilization could actually destroy stars to get energy.
Destroy stars.
Yeah, like completely obliterate them.
But wouldn't that create like a massive explosion? I mean, wouldn't we have seen that?
We're talking about civilizations with technology so advanced that they might be able to control and direct those explosions.
So they're not just blowing up stars. They're somehow harnessing the energy from that explosion.
Exactly. It's like, instead of just passively collecting sunlight, they're igniting a supernova and capturing all that released energy.
Okay, I got to admit that's pretty hard to wrap my head around. I mean, how would that even work?
Well, one theory is that they could trigger a chain reaction within a star, causing it to rapidly collapse.
So like a controlled supernova.
Kind of, yeah. Essentially creating a mini Big Bang and tapping into that unimaginable power.
Wow. Okay. All right. I need a minute to process that one.
Here.
What else did they talk about?
Well, another concept was something called starlifting.
Starlifting.
Yeah, it sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but essentially it's the idea that a civilization could carefully extract matter from a star.
Extract matter from a star. How would they even do that?
We're talking about manipulating gravity, magnetic fields, stuff that's way beyond our current capabilities.
So they're like siphoning material off of a star like a cosmic straw or something.
It's a crazy image,
Okay.
right?
It's mind-blowing.
But think about it. If you could control the very fabric of space-time, it might be possible to create a kind of a conduit, a channel to draw matter away from a star.
And what would they do with that stellar material?
Well, they could use it to fuel incredibly efficient fusion reactors, way beyond anything we can even imagine.
Okay, so we've got civilizations blowing up stars. We've got them siphoning material off of stars. Uh, Anything else?
Well, the article also talked about the possibility of creating artificial accretion disks.
Artificial accretion disks. No, remind me what an accretion disk is again.
Sure, so you know how when you watch water swirling down a drain, it kind of spirals inward?
Yeah.
An accretion disk is kind of like that, but on a cosmic scale.
Okay.
It's a swirling disk of gas and dust that forms around a massive object, like a black hole or a neutron star.
Right, and it gets superheated as it spirals inward.
Exactly, and that releases immense amounts of energy.
Okay, so what does this have to do with alien civilizations?
Well, the idea is that a sufficiently advanced civilization might be able to create these accretion disks artificially around a star.
So they're like manufacturing black holes or something.
Not quite black holes, but they could create similar conditions, generating those superheated swirling disks of matter.
And that would give them even more energy.
Exactly. It's like turning the dial up on a star's power output.
Okay, I got to admit this is all pretty amazing, but it also raises a big question. If civilizations are out there doing things like this, how would we even know?
That's a great question, and it really forces us to rethink how we look for extraterrestrial life.
Yeah, I mean, traditionally we've been listening for radio signals, right?
Right, that's been the focus for decades, scanning the skies for those telltale signs of alien communication.
But if we're talking about civilizations that are blowing up stars and manipulating accretion disks, radio signals seem kind of, well, kind of quaint, right?
Yeah, like trying to hear a whisper in a hurricane.
Exactly. So what should we be looking for instead?
Well, the article talked about looking for what they call technosignatures.
Technosignatures.
Yeah, basically any observable evidence of advanced technology, and I'm talking about big, bold signs, not just faint radio blips.
Okay, so what kind of technosignatures should we be looking for?
Well, for starters, we could look for stars that are behaving strangely.
Strangely, like how?
Well, if a civilization is siphoning off material from a star, it would cause the star to dim or even shrink.
Okay, so we should be looking for like stars that are disappearing or getting smaller.
Exactly, or stars that are fluctuating in brightness in a way that can't be explained by natural phenomena.
Okay, well, what else?
We could also look for unusual formations around stars, like those artificial accretion disks.
Right. So if we see something like that, it could be a sign that someone is out there manipulating those stars.
It could be, yeah. It's like looking for the fingerprints of a cosmic architect.
Okay, I'm starting to get it. So basically, instead of just listening for whispers, we need to be looking for these grand, almost like cosmic engineering projects.
Exactly. Evidence of civilizations that are shaping and manipulating their environment on a scale that's almost impossible for us to imagine.
And if we find something like that, it means we're dealing with a civilization that's way beyond our comprehension.
Absolutely. It would be a profound discovery, forcing us to rethink everything we thought we knew about technology and our place in the universe.
And it would be pretty humbling too, right?
Yeah, definitely. It would remind us that we're just starting to scratch the surface of what's possible, that there might be civilizations out there that are millions, maybe even billions of years ahead of us technologically.
And it really kind of puts our own our own technological progress in perspective, right?
Yeah, we tend to think we're pretty advanced here on Earth, but compared to a civilization that can control the energy of a star, we're still in the horse and buggy era.
And it also makes you think about the importance of protecting our own planet.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, if there are civilizations out there that are capable of harnessing the power of galaxies, it makes our little blue planet seem even more precious and fragile.
It does. It really does. And it reminds me of that organization, Planet Wild, that's working to preserve and restore Earth's ecosystems.
Yeah, Planet Wild is doing some amazing work, protecting biodiversity, restoring habitats, really trying to ensure the long-term health of our planet.
And it's more important than ever, right?
Absolutely, especially as we start to realize just how vast and awe-inspiring the universe really is.
Okay, so if I'm getting this right, the big takeaway here is that we might need to completely rethink our assumptions about advanced civilizations and how we look for them.
Yeah, we need to broaden our search, look beyond just radio signals, and start searching for those truly mind-blowing technosignatures.
And if we do that, who knows what we might find out there.
The possibilities are endless.
And on that note, I think we'll wrap up our deep dive for today.
Okay.
But I'll leave you with one final thought. If a civilization is capable of harnessing the energy of an entire galaxy, what else might they be capable of? What unimaginable technologies and wonders might they possess?
Now that's something to ponder.
It is, and it makes you realize that the universe is a much stranger and more wonderful place than we could ever imagine. So until next time, keep looking up. You never know what you might discover.
See ya.
All right, take care.